Not much.
Yeah.
4, 3,
Aluminum
2,
foil, I don't know.
1.
Fight, robots, fight.
Here we go.
And
Toddler
there we go.
tear.
The flames have been lit.
The flames are lit. It is on fire.
This is, yes. Gondor calls
Wow.
for aid. There we go. Nice hit
Huge hit
there.
from that hammer.
And looks like the mini-bot trying to get in, trying to get a hit on Colossal Avian.
You know, it's brilliant because even if that main bot might be disabled at any point, the mini bot can still bring the fire.
Ouch. And now the mini-bot has lost its flame. The flame is sitting in the middle of the arena. And yeah, Colossal Avian just kind of taking the shots they want to take. So it looks like they've disabled the mini-bot.
Yes, it
And
looks like.
wow, look at that damage.
I wonder if they were able to pierce that tank or did they just miss it?
Yeah, I don't know.
See smoke.
But this is this unstick is unhealthy. This is a very damaging unstick.
This is why our house robots are in fact robots and not people.
Yes, I mean they're crushing the structure every single time they come in to try to unstick them, but they keep calling for the unstick. They want this to happen.
Yeah.
Just hopefully
Oh,
everything
that
touches
nozzle.
the ground that it's supposed to after they get it
We're
down.
so close, and I see those wheels moving, so I think it might be mobile if it could just get flat on the floor.
Yeah, and there
There we go! Toddler Terror back in the game.
They want more. They want more. They got the lifter facing towards them because yes, that is a lifter on the front there, in the back there, and they nope.
Now the nozzle that the flames were coming out of, that is gone.
Yeah, so there's still gas presumably.
Yes.
But no ability to deliver it.
Nope. However, Colossal Avian still fully functional.
I believe so. Yeah, they might have that weapon off to not cause too much damage to a toddler's toy, which would be really nice. Or maybe they lost their belt. I'm not sure.
Oh,
But either way, they're being kind, and I appreciate that.
they are. They
Kindness
are.
is encouraged. All right, so
Wow.
there we go.
Knockout.
Knockout victory for Colossal Avian.
Oh.
And a big hug. Aww.
It's hard to see your toy, the thing that you've been working on, the thing you love, take a big hit. But you know what? This is such a huge learning experience, and he put on such a show.
Yeah, it's just part of the sport, you know? Part of the fun is bringing something and watching it get broken.
And when your bot needs to be extinguished, that's like a rite of passage.
Yeah, that's hard. When my son was 3, when his favorite robot would lose, it was devastating.
Yeah.
Like literally 2 weeks of sadness. So I can only imagine what this little guy's going through.
Yeah.
That poor kid.
But that is some good parents right there who are, teaching him some, these are formative memories and extremely valuable life lessons.
Yeah.
That's why, fighting here, competing in combat robotics, it transcends just, robot-on-robot fighting. There are so many life lessons that you learn that extend throughout life, and that's what really sticks with me.
Yeah,
And now
coming
we
in,
see
giving
some
fist bumps to the
smiles.
opponents.
Aw.
Aww. Having the time of his life today, big ups and big downs like you do when you're 3 years old at your first ever combat robotics competition as a
Yeah.
competitor.
Aw.
And I'm not surprised about the tears, but I also know that he's had a lot of fun putting this bot together, and he's going to have more
Absolutely.
fun putting it back together.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
Aww. We're gonna head over into cage 1 for some more big
Robots
robot
fight.
action.
Oh, there's that sound. There's that hum of that vertical disc.
So, Kaizen Spirit versus Colossal Avian.
So we've
Colossal
got-
Avian is a overhead attack bot.
Colossal Avian coming in, trying to be a hammer saw, but it's not able to get under Kaizen Spirit.
Not with those forks.
If you don't win the ground game, you're not going to be able to make that that hammer saw come to blow.
So Kaizen Spirit, one of the other bots from the Bangladeshi team.
Oh, that's the type of lineup you want. But is that the belt?
That's the belt. That's the weapon belt. And they just threw it off.
So Colossal Avian now is just a regular hammer, but without that saw ability, I don't think they're going to be able to puncture the top on Kaizen Spirit. So this is Kaizen Spirit's fight to lose now. They don't have much to fear.
It is so cool to have a team here all the way from Bangladesh.
What a way to come from so far away, and that weapon sounds nasty. It is tearing up Colossal Avian. But Colossal Avian is staying here, staying aggressive, trying anything to slow down that weapon. And that front is holding up pretty well, I gotta say. You can hear the Bangladeshi team is screaming here.
Absolutely. Yeah, this
exciting.
Is a college team. The American Institute at the University of Bangladesh. And they are super happy with the performance of their robot here. By the way, Colossal Avian also with a University of Illinois team. Great pushing power there, getting them right up into the house spot. Nice work.
What a great fight this is, because you know you see Kaizen Spirit coming out here with a what was that?
Kaizen Spirit just self-destructed in some way.
It ejected its weapon into its chassis and has destroyed the internals.
Yeah, nothing is moving on that bot anymore. Whatever its weapon hit, it's done. It is toast.
That is the definition of eating yourself, I think, in combat robotics. I've never seen anything quite like that.
It's like the entire bracket that's holding the weapon in seems to have just shattered. I mean, it's not even there anymore.
And, you know, that's why you stay in the fight. That's why you keep going as long as you can. You know, we saw in that last fight, there was a tap out right towards the end. And in this fight, there was no tap out. And you just never know what's going to happen.
Wow, absolutely incredible.
That's going to be the end of the fight. I don't know, did we officially make it to a judge's decision or not? Or was it a count out before the end? But, wow.
Yeah, it seems like we got to the end of that matchup, so I do believe this has to go to a judge's decision. Nope.
Oh, saying KO.
All right.
That was an incredible end, and that's why you stay in the fight. That's why you stay aggressive, even when your weapon goes down, even when it seems like, you know, hope is lost. You stay aggressive, you stay in. They were getting some good pushes, and then something popped in Kaizen Spirit, and that's the fight.
Designed to fight against.
All right, up to cage 1. Where we've got Roper, Mr. Roper in the blue corner. And in the pink corner, we've got Colossal Avian.
All right, and just a quick note, Budget Extinction did forfeit their last matchup, which means Crush Fist does move on. So we will be seeing Crush Fist versus Moccasin in round 2 of the 30-pound bracket.
Fight, robots, fight.
But meanwhile, let's get back to this fight. Colossal Avian taking on Mr. Roper. Colossal Avian has been launching beautiful overhead attacks all day. Mr. Roper has also been launching overhead attacks. I wouldn't call them beautiful so much as I would call them somewhat frantic and grumpy.
Frantic and grumpy is apt. You can see him taking his frustration out on the floor. Come at me, stop running away, get over here, and let me pound you.
He's coming at it with a bunch of speed squares as the armor plates on the side. This is a standard toolbox. It's not made out of a...
Oh! And Colossal Avian crushes the multi-bot of Mr. Roper, using it to pummel Mr. Roper with their own multi-bot.
Mass to their hammer, if you will. Impressive.
Colossal Avian here seems to be having drive issues. Seems like they came out of the gate with drive issues, so unable to take advantage of Mr. Roper as maybe some might expect.
And Mr. Roper not really taking advantage themselves. They don't seem to be driving straight in any way.
They just seem to be kind of pirouetting.
Nice.
Oh, taking out an eye. Oh, no.
And so then you can see Colossal Avian trying to get that weapon back up to speed before they launch another attack in.
They're able to get the angles here, shoving Mr. Roper into the corner. He's on the ropes.
But he's taking the hits.
I'm afraid his depth perception might be affected by that damage there.
You know, just after the first Rocky movie, Rocky had no depth perception. You don't need it to win fights.
Okay.
In mythical Philadelphia.
Yeah, just keep swinging.
It seems here now Colossal Avian's gotten their drive mobility back. They seem to be driving okay. You don't usually see that, the drive getting better as the fight goes on, but we'll see if they can get the weapon going and get a few more hits in here.
And you can see Mr. Roper very upset at missing an eye. Very understandable. But taking it out on the floor, take it out on your opponent, Mr. Roper. Take it out on your opponent.
Mr. Roper is not happy about how this fight is going. You can just see it on his face. He seems to have lost power to his right arm. Only the left arm is pounding at this point. It does seem like this is going to make it to the judges.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is how Mr. Roper has gotten through the whole day, honestly. Just durability and surprising amounts of durability considering what the bot is made out of.
Surprising amounts of durability for a toolbox and surprising amounts of aggression.
Yeah, I mean, so much aggression. All day.
This particular fight, I don't think Mr. Roper was able to show enough aggression here to overcome, but closer than I think we might have thought coming into this one.
He got some hits.
Yeah.
He really did.
He did. I mean, for a while there, you know, Avian was on the, spinning around in circles. So, great performance.
Well, that one's going to go to the judges.
That's Matthew Zhang, by the way. Let's watch a quick replay of his matchup here. This is a brand new bot from this team from Illinois.
What a hit on the multi-bot component there. I think the damage to that bot is that's gonna be the fight right there.
And we've seen this bot before utilized by Tom Farkas. I believe it's one of his designs. And you see him operating it there in the background. there you see the team captain for Mr. Roper. He does not look happy.
I said this earlier, but I really feel like more people need to be wearing like sweat wristbands. That needs to come back in style. I think it's a good look.
It's
and
practical.
We don't have enough, yeah.
This time of year, they might be wrist warmers. Okay, so according to the YouTube poll, they think by 80% that Colossal Avian's going to take that fight. And I'm surprised about the other 20%.
What happened to that other 20%? Are they okay?
I think, you know, there's a lot of love out there.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Know?
Yes, so they're voting with their hearts, not with their eyeballs.
Yeah.
Which is not what our judges do.
Yeah, no, our judges use their eyeballs.
No, they have a strict judging rubric. There's a lot of rules involved. Very objective, so probably going to be unfortunate for that 20%.
Well, we've already found out today that hearts can get broken at this event. And, you know, it is what it is. It's combat.
Yeah.
But everybody's still having a great time.
Everyone's laughing. That's what you want to see at the end of a fight.
All right. We just got news from the desk. Colossal Avian was your winner in that last matchup, so very sad for Mr. Roper.
A solid run for Mr. Roper.
Yeah, really solid run. So congratulations to Colossal Avian, winning by judge's decision. Congratulations to Mr. Roper for going the full 3 minutes against such a hard hitter.
Yeah, impressive performance overall today by both robots, and yeah.
So Colossal Avian will be going on to the next round to face off against Nitro Oxide.
That is going to be a high energy fight.
I am very excited about that. That's going to be great.
This one.
5.
All right, so Andy Russell from the UK is bringing the drum.
1.
Nitro Oxide and Colossal Avian from Urbana, Illinois with the hammer saw.
And that drum getting up to speed, absolutely terrifying. Look at that,
Big
hit right onto
hits.
the back plate of Colossal Avian, already taking flight across the arena.
Nitro Oxide, good teamwork with the second bot getting in there, preventing Colossal Avian from doing anything.
Nasty hit. They are really taking advantage of that backplate hit. And look at that beautiful hit from Colossal Avian right on the top armor of Nitro Oxide. Nitro Oxide, though, angling for a position to get a hit while avoiding that hammer saw and landing it right there on the corner. Nicely done.
Oh, wow.
Came in for a second volley. This is going beautifully for him.
Mobility issues already for Colossal Avian.
How
and
could you
Nitro
not after those
Oxide
hits?
just non-stop relentless.
Beautiful top
Oh.
attack there from Colossal
What's
Avian, but the
happened here?
weapon is not spinning. It does look like Nitro Oxide is pinned against the wall, perhaps a piece of the wedge
Are
under the
they
wall.
stuck against the wall, or is something wrong with their drive? It seems like
look
they're
at-
trying to wiggle.
They're wiggling. I think they might have one of their little forks stuck underneath.
Well, they should call for an unstick before they damage their drive trying to get out of here if they really are stuck.
No, I don't think it's happening. There's no lights on flow.
No, yeah, they didn't. The flow doesn't look like it's operating
Oh,
right now.
no.
This is the end, ladies and gentlemen. If they are not
What
able to get
a way
moving.
to go out. We have been seeing this all day in the lower weight classes with robots getting stuck under the wall, but we have not seen it at this scale yet, and wow, that would be disappointing.
It does happen at this weight class. I mean, if you can get underneath those wooden side rails and get
Yeah.
stuck, it's a lot of weight.
That is the downside of ground scraping prongs. You have to be careful. Oh, so Fluffy got turned off on the first hit of this match.
Wow.
So on that hit that sent them flying, they turned off the bot, and that comes back to haunt them. What a surprising come from behind victory.
Wow.
It's a tough way to lose coming from the UK.
But wait a minute.
Oh.
Does that mean a competitor turned off Fluffy? Colossal turned it off.
Okay, so let's check what happened to the house bot in there. Fluffy started on.
And then, watch the weapon goes down and it turns off.
Wow.
Guess what, folks? That's $1,000.
Yeah, I was about
You
to
know.
say, there is a myth that if you turn off the house bot, you get $1,000, and that is not a myth. That is a fact.
I do think they should split that, but you know, there was a little bit of an assist with the toss up.
They
But
just put them in the position.
Yeah.
They're the ones that turned it off, though.
whew, Nitro Oxide gets a big hit, and then what are the odds that it results in turning off the house robot you're going to need later?
What a series of events that sends you across the pond.
And this comes back to your point, you know, never tap out, because you never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely. In every single one of those early exchanges, Nitro Oxide was winning. They were out-driving them.
Classy Genso on both sides, handshakes all around. Let's see it one more time.
Well, how can you be mad about this outcome? I mean, this is so crazy. Look
Just
at that. Boom.
wild. I
And
didn't
the
even
lights-
notice that happening at the
No,
time.
not at all. The lights go out on Fluffy.
And
Wow.
those switches are not easy to
No.
turn.
No, not at all.
I wonder if the weapon was spun up a little bit to give it that little, you know, knock over. But what a turn of events. Yeah, every single interaction was going for Nitro Oxide. Colossal Avian just on the ropes the entire fight.
All right, so let's talk about the implications of this. That means Colossal Avian wins $1,000 for turning off Fluffy the Housebot, but also they have now qualified for the World Championships at the end of the year and an opportunity to win the Golden Brett for the 30-pound weight class, and they move on to the next round to face Moccasin for the Golden Dumpster, the first one of 2024. New year, new bots.
Wow.
This is an absurd turn of events.
Everything is going Colossal Avian's way. You know, I said earlier today, you know, like, this is a tournament full of Cinderellas. Anyone who wins today, it's a Cinderella story.
Yeah.
Everyone is the first time they're competing here with this robot. Every robot is new, and one of them is going to win their first NHRL tournament.
that they've ever competed in. That's crazy. Robots don't win their first tournament.
No, that is absolutely crazy. Congratulations to them. I cannot wait to see that fight between them and Moccasin in the next round. Absolute absurdity. Talk about falling to the top.
Wow. I still can't get over the odds. What are the odds?
There's like, that could have replayed a million times in a million different universes and never happened like that.
I guess 1 out of however many fights we've had total. Right? That's the odds. But.
All right, so let's check in with Chris, who's down here with Matthew Zhang.
That's right. I'm here with Matthew Zhang, driver for Colossal Avian. You did the impossible, nearly impossible, and you've qualified for the World Championships this year. What's going through your head right now?
I don't really know. I didn't expect it to make it this far. Honestly, this robot only worked like 1 or 2 days ago. All of us are from a university team. We came like back on campus like a week ago, threw this whole thing together last minute. So we were hoping like we would get anything, and I don't know, all my expectations have totally been exceeded, yeah.
So you did, with maybe an assist, like an aerial flip and somehow turned off the house bot. Tell me about what that feels like, because that happens so infrequently, and I believe it earns you a sweet $1,000.
I mean, feels good. I couldn't really tell what was happening. I mean, I got thrown there. I saw the eyes like on the bot turn off. I was like, did we turn that off? But then I had to turn my my gaze to the giant spinning drum that was pointed towards us. But yeah, I don't know. It was confusing in the moment, but it worked out.
So you're gonna go back up. You're gonna go. Anything that you think that you need to adjust on your bot for your final match?
We got the bananas kicked out of our wedge, so probably got to straighten that out. Arm doesn't work anymore, according to Tommy. The disc doesn't work anymore, so we got a number of things we got to do. So pretty lucky to get out of that one alive, I think.
Real quick, what university did you go to?
University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. All of us are from the iRobotics team at the university, so I don't know if you're applying to college, you like combat robots, think about iRobotics.
Well, I hope you guys all go back and strut around campus. Good job. Good luck in the final.
Thank you. Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, that's some big bird luck in that one, but 30-pound final. Moccasin's up first. Ricky Willems, Baltimore, Maryland. He's got the rotary/cam lifter and 34 inches of reach. Massive. Matthew Zhang from Urbana, Illinois is here with his hammer saw robot Colossal Avian with a whopping inch of reach? I don't think that's right.
Have more.
Maybe that's 1 foot. Let's call it 12 inches, because it's got a hammer saw. It's swinging that arm in front of it.
Arm.
But pretty wild match, hammer saw versus a rotary lifter.
Moccasin,
you don't see it often.
Very hard to fight. I've been saying this all day, and it's still true. It's so wide, it's so long, it's just confusing to fight against. You don't know where to go. You try to get around it, and you can't, because it's just so big.
Well, what do you guys think? YouTube has 75% of our YouTube chat has Moccasin.
Well, Moccasin's been working more consistently throughout the day, but when Colossal Avian is working, I mean, that thing hits hard.
If Colossal Avian can get their weapon going, then it's anyone's game.
Yeah.
And if they get those reliability issues, then Moccasin's going to toss them around like a rag doll. But Colossal Avian has the ability to hit those tricky areas on Moccasin. And you know, Moccasin hasn't gone up against a robot like that yet. You know, those types of robots, they have a couple weaknesses, horizontal spinners. They haven't had to fight a big horizontal today. And this type of robot that can come over the top is a noted weakness for this style of big, you know, high torque spinner. So this could be close. I think maybe closer than some would think, but it's really hard to predict.
There's no forks, it looks like, at all on the Colossal Avian. They just said, nope, no bothering.
I don't think you're going to out-fork Moccasin here. Moccasin with, I think they look like 2 feet long forks, a rotating cam lifter. You know, they just said, we're just going to go in there. We'll see if they try to drive around, try and play that game, get around the back. You know, all it takes is one hit. with a spun-up weapon to get in there and damage that componentry at the back of Moccasin.
Componentry, nice. Yeah, there's also kind of less to grab onto as well, which is going to be a little bit helpful when you're going up against Moccasin.
Yeah, and the reason you'll do that as a builder is, you run forks, and there is that risk of getting stuck in the wall, getting stuck in the floor. Although it helps you get under your opponent, it does limit your mobility, and there's a lot of just getting stuck, especially this late in the tournament. The floor is getting beat up, more for it to catch on. So
yeah, the seams are getting a little out of whack, right?
Yeah. So, by removing them, they're going to be a much more maneuverable bot than they would be had they left them on. And against a robot like Moccasin, is it really worth it to use those forks? Probably not. It's a little bit different of a game now with Moccasin having these rotating cam lifters.
Yeah.
That may shift some to use forks to get under that kind of structure at the front. But, we're not seeing that from Colossal Avian. See if it pays off.
Well, if you go by number of batteries, I think Ricky's rocking like 13 in Moccasins, something absurd. So he's got the battery advantage.
All right, guys, let's get ready. This is your 30-pound final for the day. Round of applause for these competitors.
I am excited. The crowd is excited. Let's see what happens.
All right, the box is locked. Robots are getting into their corners.
Moccasin doesn't even fit.
You just got to get a bit in there. Just got to touch it. Are we seeing mobility issues here right off the bat?
Yeah.
That is not a good sign.
They left half the drive in Champaign-Urbana.
Oof. Maybe they're, playing possum a little bit here.
Oh, I can see that.
It doesn't work.
Like
head
Willy
game.
Wonka at the start before he did the somersault.
Head games are part of it, getting the opponent's head, giving them a little false confidence.
I think it's going to be a little bit more like Captain Ron, though. You're going to full send it without the ship fully working. Oh, okay. Okay, so it sounds like they're going to open this cage up so that Colossal Avian to do a new power cycle.
You don't see this a lot, but nice of them to give them the opportunity there, get the robot up to 100%, see if that's possible. I guess they were not playing possum.
This is all part of the act.
So they're gonna cycle the power on the bot because it seems like some things that when they turn the bot on didn't come on all the way. So like many electronics, if you turn it off and turn it back on again,
it fixes a surprising amount of things. Yeah. The amount of times that a robot that we've been running has just stopped in the arena, we go back to the pits, turn it back on, and it fully works. It's significantly more than none times.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll hear a lot of the competitors talking about, it worked upstairs.
Yeah.
What happened downstairs?
Yeah, it worked as soon as I got back to the pits. It worked before, it worked after. Why didn't it work during?
Something about the air downstairs just changes it up.
It is a little chilly down here.
All right, folks.
3, 2,
Here we go. We are into the fight now.
Moccasin slow out of the gate here, playing it up. Colossal Avian just going right into the front. Arms seems to be stuck in the extended position.
I think a lot of things are stuck on Colossal Avian right now. They are having mobility issues. They are having weapon issues.
Not how you want to start the finals. Ooh, Moccasin having a difficult time here getting under them, getting in with the weapon.
Yeah, because it's hitting that arm, and the arm's compliant. So they hit it. You're not getting any lift. You're just kind of flipping it.
Flipping it back. Yeah, unable to really grab anything, just sort of shoving them around. But Colossal Avian, unfortunately, not able to be very mobile. Getting a little bit here. Yeah, Moccasin really controlling this fight at this point. Moccasin's fight to lose. Colossal Avian got to figure out what's going wrong. Looks like they need to turn it off and on again, unfortunately.
Yeah, they don't get a chance to power cycle now, a minute into the fight.
Perhaps Moccasin will provide some percussive maintenance for them.
For the uninitiated, percussive maintenance is what we call it when you hit a robot just the right way and then it starts working again. You might remember your old tube television set that used to do the same thing.
Always a risk when your opponent is sitting like this. You go in and tap them, and they just magically come back to 100%, which maybe seems to have happened here. You know, Colossal Avian back moving again. Moccasin, though, very good competitor. All evening has been knocking people back onto their feet, keeping the fights going.
Still just enough movement in Colossal Avian to not get them counted out.
Oh, no.
I feel like I can hear Colossal Avian
What are
working.
you doing, Ricky? Ricky!
He's threatened.
I don't know if Ricky's gonna be able to lift that
Flo,
much
fight
weight.
back.
For the record, Flo weighs like, what, 300 and something pounds? That's
It's
a lot
around
of robot.
300. That's you know, that's tough. Colossal Avian was making noises, but it doesn't seem to be moving.
No, so that means your winner and the second Golden Dumpster of 2024, Ricky Willems and Moccasin.
Round of applause from the crowd. Victory dance in the arena. Can barely spin, it's so large. But wow, like coming out, Moccasin looks completely, not a scratch on it from the whole competition. And I think